Alright, we are back. So, let's be sure that we're actually broadcasting sound. I am a little bit lower in volume than I would like. Alright, well, good to go on everybody else's end. So I can go ahead and mute. And I gotta reset the microphone balance here on this stupid thing. Hold on. Alright, that's full microphone. Okay, that's equal microphone in game. Alright, now we have to go cure the genophage and save the Krogan. And this will be a rather complicated, lengthy mission. So let's get to it.
Full stop. Hostiles detected at the landing coordinates.
Joker, what have you got?
Sensors show a Reaper parked at the Shroud facility. No way you're gonna be able to land a shuttle there.
Get everyone assembled in the war room. I want eyes on the Shroud.
Aye, ma'am.
New form of Reaper, Shepard, using Shroud to poison Tuchanka's atmosphere. Problematic.
They want to fight! They just got one.
Primarch, we're gonna need your help.
That could be difficult. Our losses on Palaven have been catastrophic.
We're doing this for Palaven. No one said it would be easy.
What do you have in mind?
A combined attack. Your people hit the Reaper with an airstrike. Rex, at the same time, your soldiers will be attacking from the ground. Together, you can draw it away from the tower.
Yes, distraction. Small team can reach Shroud facility, finish synthesizing cure. We'll need Eve to come with us.
We've never faced a Reaper up close like this. Everyone on board?
There's even a doubt? Let's move, Pyjack. It's time to cure the genophage.
Commander, incoming message marked urgent. I'll put it in the comm room for you.
Dalatras.
Commander Shepard, we know you've reached Tuchanka. And by now, I imagine Morden Solus has proposed using the Shroud.
You spying on us?
Hardly. The Shroud is the only viable course of action open to you. Commander, you can't allow your misguided sympathy for the Krogan to cloud your judgment. Do you honestly believe curing the genophage will end in lasting peace?
We have to give the Krogan that chance. You can't condemn an entire race to extinction based on what might happen.
What will happen is the Krogan will reproduce out of control. We uplifted them specifically for their violent nature, not their diplomatic skills. Another war is inevitable.
What do you want, Dalatras?
Years ago, our operatives sabotaged the Shroud facility to ensure what you're planning couldn't be done. Morden will likely detect this malfunction and repair it. But if you ensure that he doesn't, then the cure's viability will be altered just enough so that it fails. No one will notice the change.
You mean trick the Krogan?
They need not be any the wiser. Let Erdnot Rex believe you fulfilled your promise.
Morden would never stand for that.
How you deal with him is up to you, Commander. We can provide you our very best scientists to build the Crucible, and the full support of our fleets.
If I sabotage the cure.
Think about it, Commander. The choice is yours.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure the Krogan will be a problem in the future, but if we don't get them right now, we don't have a future. So, fuck you, Dalatras.
I've ordered the clans to assemble at the Hollows. It's our sacred meeting ground. We'll land there and take an armored convoy against the Reaper. This will be the defining moment of Krogan history.
Krogan history filled with defining moments. Most bloody. Hope this one better.
Commander, you seem troubled.
I got a message from them.
Rex, it's Reeve. The Reapers are already at the Hollows. Come out with guns blazing.
Hang on tight. We're heading in.
Shepard, keep them away from the female. I'll sort out what's happening with the other clans.
Everyone pick your targets and keep an eye on our 6. Now move!
The enemy is approaching.
Push forward. Don't let them get up here.
Shepard, it's ugly over here. Whatever you do, keep them away from the female.
First Palaven, now here. We're not done yet. More on the way. We almost got them all.
I guess I can't shoot those ones up on the wall.
They'll sing battle songs about this someday. Reaper blood has finally soaked our soil.
We have to get to the Shroud. The airstrike is on its way.
Female safe, Shepard. Vitals are strong.
What's a Solarian doing here? Nobody said anything about this.
Multiple Krogan. Problematic.
Who are you?
Erdnot Reeve, brood brother to our illustrious leader. Reeve and I share the same mother, and nothing else. For which I'm thankful. I remember what it means to be a true Krogan. We flay our enemies alive and drown them in a geyser of their own blood. We don't invite them into our home.
This Solarian is not your enemy. He's here to help cure the genophage.
His kind gave us the genophage. Why should we trust him? Because I do. And so will you.
Enough! You can stay here and let old wounds fester as Krogan have always done. Or you can fight the enemy you were born to destroy and win a new future for our children. I choose to fight. Who will join me?
I will.
And so will I. Now hold your heads high like true Krogan. There's a Reaper that needs killing!
Krogan ground convoy, this is Turian Wing Artemek. Our flight vector to the Shroud is locked. We're 10 minutes out and counting.
Copy that, Artemek. We're on our way, trying to make up lost time. Shepard out.
Reeve isn't the only Krogan who wants revenge for the genophage, Rex. You'll have to placate them somehow.
I'll demand the Council return some of our old territory. We'll need room to expand. Recapture the glory of the Ancients.
Glory of Ancients led to Krogan rebellions. Countless deaths. Creation of genophage. Expansion plan. Problematic.
What were the ancient Krogan like?
Tachanka wasn't always a wasteland. In the old times, the Krogan were a proud people. We had dreams, a future to look forward to.
Until Solarian interference.
No, we destroyed Tachanka ourselves. Technology changed us. It made life too easy. So we looked for new challenges, and found them in each other. Nuclear war was inevitable.
And now our planet is rubble. We'll need a better place to live.
I'd say helping defeat the Reapers would be worth a new planet.
Or 10. You haven't seen how fast we can pop them out.
Rex.
What? With the genophage cured, we'll have a lot of catching up to do.
Commander, on the shuttle, was there something you were going to say?
The Dalitras tried to cut a secret deal with me.
What kind of deal?
She said they sabotaged the Shroud years ago. The cure won't work unless we fix it.
Years ago, our operatives sabotaged the Shroud facility to ensure what you're planning couldn't be done.
And she thought we wouldn't know better?
Correctly. Would likely have fooled tests. But familiar with STG work, can adjust. Did not come this far for nothing.
You just spared our race another genocide, Commander.
I told you we could count on her. Why are we stopping?
Rex, you and Morden stay with Eve. It's looking ugly out here.
Will do.
What's the holdup?
Road's out. The convoy can't make it through.
Turian Wing Artemek, this is Shepard. We've been delayed. Hold off your attack.
Commander, our approach is locked. The Reaper already knows we're here.
An airstrike isn't enough against the Reaper. We must join the fight.
Damn it! I don't care if we have to build a new road. We are going!
Commander!
I've lost control. I can't pull up.
Move!
Shepard, what's happening?
Rex, get the female out of here now! Go! Artemek, do you copy?
We have to abort, Commander. That Reaper's tearing us to pieces.
Understood. Save your pilots. We'll find another way.
Shepard, a tunnel over there. Maybe a way off.
Get to it!
So I guess the road being out wasn't as big a problem as we thought it was, huh? Guess we could have just kept going and not had all these problems, huh?
The tunnel over there is our escape.
Yeah, I know all about the tunnel, believe me.
Rex, are you receiving this? Is everyone okay?
Yeah, just scratches. Nothing the Solarian can't patch up. Reeves' truck made it out too.
The Turians had to call off the
Felt like a
airstrike.
tremor.
We'll need a new plan for dealing with the Reaper.
First we'll have to find you. Where did you end up?
Underground. We see ruins of some kind.
Commander, that's the City of the Ancients.
How do we get out?
No maps exist. It's been abandoned for thousands of years.
You're a trailblazer, Shepard. Get through there and we'll find a place to meet up. Nothing will stop this cure.
Yeah, nobody's been down here for thousands of years. Nobody knows anything about it, but we'll just skip right through it. No problem. It'll be easy. Barely an inconvenience.
There it is again. That didn't feel like a tremor to me.
Rex, are you guys feeling these tremors?
Not up here.
It could be something else, Commander. It is said that Kalross, the mother of all Thresher Maws, lives in this region.
Which is another reason to get your ass out of there, Shepard. Step on it.
Kalross, the mother of all Thresher Maws. Sounds troubling.
When the Krogan name a Thresher Maw, you know you're in trouble. They don't think anyone's ever going to kill it.
Kalross, I would guess. Impressive.
I sure hope that's to scale. Any bigger and...
Rachni.
There are bound to be more than just the ones we killed. Rex, we've got Rachni here. Keep an eye out.
I know. A few of them just attacked us. All that matters is getting to that shroud. Find us fast.
Okay, I missed something in this tunnel. Someplace I should have gone that I didn't go. And we are, by God, going to go back and explore this place until we find... if we're allowed to go back. Man, I think I've missed it, and we're not going to be able to go back and get back out of here. I think it's going to force us to keep going forward. I did this wrong. I think I kind of want to replay this. I'm going to see if this takes us back to where we were. Back to the beginning of the tunnel bit. Sometimes it's a pain in the ass being a completionist.
Daylight ahead.
Now, this is new. Part of Chichanka that isn't rubble.
Remnants of a failed species.
Rex, we made it back outside.
Well, if you can see sunlight, that's progress.
And green. I didn't think plants grew here anymore.
You're looking at hope, all that's left of it on Tachanka. This is once a world full of beauty. Given a chance, it can be again.
Shepard, that Reaper is still up to no good at the Shroud. Find a way out of there and we'll pick you up.
We're on it.
And when we get there, vengeance...
Ahead, we've got movement!
More opportunity for a kill.
Eyes sharp on our perimeter!
Don't let them set an ambush! Another Quake!
Kalross is more than a myth!
Stay sharp!
Hang tight, we've got more on the way. Watch it, we've got one of the big ones!
And he isn't alone! The enemy is dead for the moment.
The enemy is dead for the moment?
Rex,
Do you
you're
think
right
they're
about
gonna
Kalross. She's on the move.
come back alive?
What?
Not now, Rex. The commander has enough to worry about.
What's happening?
Some crazy idea we can talk about later. Just worry about getting out of there right now.
Looks like another shooting gallery.
Up ahead. Try to find it, and we'll pick you up there.
We're a little preoccupied right now.
I didn't say it would be easy. Shepard, we're coming under the bridge. Get down here and we can get to the ship. Kalross!
Rex?
Break off! We're getting out of here!
Kalross territorial instinct confirmed.
She's not gonna get us. Go on ahead, Shepard. We'll try to shake this thing and find you.
Pressure mark getting closer.
Tell me something I don't know.
Metal in truck and excellent iron supplement for Mars diet.
Now where do you suppose? And the thing is, I bet Rex is enjoying this.
War is not sport. It's a means to an end.
Watch it, more ahead.
I have them in sight.
Shepard, Rex busy driving truck. Are you still alive?
Doing what we can. What about you?
Alarmed yet entertained. Kalross is quite persistent.
Brave, stay close. Try faster. I can smell the damn thing's breath. Shepard, we've almost lost Kalross. Get down from there and we'll find you. get over here. Reeve, keep an eye out for that Maw. I don't want it sneaking up on us.
Make it quick, Rex.
We're exposed.
Move it!
It's Kalross!
Move, Shepard!
We're in! Go!
What about Reeve?
No way he survived that. And he was a pain in the ass anyway. Now let's finish this. There's a Reaper waiting for us.
I don't think we've got a big enough gun to handle that.
Vengeance is the goal. Suicide is not.
We're curing the genophage no matter what it takes. Everything my people will ever be depends on it.
I hope this idea you were talking about is a good one.
It was hers, actually.
Kalross. We summon her to the Reaper.
Would that even work?
Already discussed strategy. Just need to distract Reaper. Draw it from tower while Cure synthesized, released.
What makes you so sure she'll come?
Legends say she is the mother from which all other Thresher Maws spawn. This is as much her home as ours.
If Tuchanka has a temper, Kalross is it. Nobody's ever faced her and survived.
I've taken some risks in my time, but this seems crazy.
And going head-to-head with Sovereign didn't? This is the only way to get to that tower and release the cure. There's no other choice.
But how would we summon her?
The tower was built in an arena devoted to Kalross's glory. The Solarians thought she would scare away intruders.
Appears to have worked.
There are 2 Maw hammers there, the largest in existence. If you activate them, Kalross will come. That should distract the Reaper.
Meanwhile, laboratory nearby. We'll finish synthesizing Cure.
Let's make sure we all get out of here alive. We're gonna have one hell of a story to tell.
Wait! I want you to know that no matter what happens, you've been a champion to the Krogan people, a friend of Clan Erdnot, and a sister to me. To every Krogan born after this day, the name Shepard will mean hero. Now, let's show them why. Go! I've got this! I am Erdnot Rex, and this is my planet!
See you on the other side.
Stay alive, Shepard. We'll have Cure ready.
Let's get in there!
Shepard, I took care of those Rachni. But someone has to raise those Maw hammers before you can use them.
We're kind of busy, Rex.
Lucky for you, I'm here. I'll handle it.
Shepard, some luck. Original strain in storage. Preparing the cure now.
Make it quick, Morton. They're all over us out here.
The Reaper!
Everyone all right?
Fine here.
I faced worse.
Did we just get shot by a Reaper?
Okay, Shepard. I raised the hammers. You have to activate both of them. My advice is avoid the giant laser.
Now this I've never done before.
I remember this part!
Just keep moving. Stick to cover.
I'm not sure cover's going to work.
I'm surprised that didn't take her down.
Hard to believe we're really doing this.
This is the easy part!
Don't stop!
Wait, did I just fall through the map? I fell through the map. Okay. Not sure how that happened. Game was released in 2012 and it's still buggy.
Okay, Shepard. I raised the hammers. You have to activate both of them. My advice is avoid the giant laser.
Now this I've never done before.
I remember this part.
Just keep moving. Stick to cover.
I'm not sure cover's going to work. Hard to believe we're really doing this.
This is the easy part.
Don't stop!
Commander, this is Artemic Wing. We'll try to give that Reaper something else to shoot at.
I knew they wouldn't give up. Up on our left, one of the hammers.
The second is on the right.
Reaching them is another man. This is crazy!
Morton, we hit the first hammer. How's it coming?
Almost half cure. Eve's vital signs dropping. Trying to compensate.
Second hammer's on the other side.
Shepard, get that second hammer going.
There's a Reaper in my way, Rex!
I know, you get all the fun.
Go! Get back to the truck! I'll take care of the cure!
Kalross gives good hugs.
Morton, is the cure ready?
Yes, loaded for dispersal in 2 minutes. Procedure traumatic for Eve, but not lethal. Malin's research invaluable.
She's okay?
Headed to safety now. Her survival fortunate. Will stabilize new government should Rex get any ideas. Good match. Promising future for Krogan.
Damn!
Control room at top of Shroud Tower. Must take elevator up.
You're going up there?
Yes, manual access required. Have to counteract STG sabotage. Ensure cure dispersed properly.
Morden, this whole thing is coming apart. There's gotta be another way.
Remote bypass impossible. STG countermeasures in place. No time to adjust cure for temperature variance. No other option. Not coming back. Suggest you get clear. Explosion's likely to be problematic.
Morden, no.
Shepard, please. Need to do this. My project, my work, my cure. My responsibility. Would have liked to run tests on the seashells.
I'm sorry.
I'm not. Had to be me. Someone else might have gotten it wrong.
My understanding is that there are inhuman monsters who shoot Morden.
Warning, temperature malfunction detected. Warning, temperature malfunction detected.
I've studied species Turian, Asarian, Batarian.
Temperature now within acceptable range. Dispersal commencing.
Western science studies range from urban to agrarian. I am the very model of a...
I'm not crying. You're crying. And then they hit you with the music from Vigil, these bastards.
A long time ago, my father betrayed me in this place. His own son. He tried to kill me, so I had to kill him. Right over there. That's what the Genophage reduced us to. Animals. But you changed that today, Shepard.
Now we'll fight for our children, not against them. It's just a pity Morden had to die.
He wouldn't have had it any other way. And I'm sure wherever he is, he's putting in a good word for us.
We'll name one of the kids after him. Maybe a girl.
But you, Commander, we can thank you in person.
Tell the Turians I'll be deploying troops to Palaven immediately. And when you're ready to kick the Reapers off Earth, you let me know. The Krogan are back in business.
Goodbye, Commander.
What will you do now?
Spread the hope you've given us. Even now, there are clans gathering in the Kelphic Valley. I'll go speak to them and make sure this gift isn't squandered. Thank you for all that you've done. And know that Urdnot Bakara calls you a friend.
Alright, we did it. We fixed the whole Krogan problem. And in only 39 minutes. I thought this would be a much longer mission.
Hell of a thing you just pulled off, Commander. Curing the Genophage? I never thought I'd see the day.
Rex has agreed to help the Turians, Admiral. We should get their full support.
I take it that leaves the Solarians out of the equation.
The cost of their support was too high, sir.
Well, I'll defer to your judgment on that, Commander. Let's hope we don't need them. Hackett, out.
Commander, Urdnot Rex has begun sending troops to Palaven. You kept your end of the bargain, and now I'll keep mine. The Turian hierarchy will stand with humanity against the Reapers.
I'm glad we can help each other out. It's the only way we're gonna defeat the Reapers.
That much is certain. To that end, several dry dock ships are ready to help build the Crucible. Garrus will coordinate them.
Yes, sir.
And when the time comes to deploy it, the full measure of our fleet will be there for Earth. May the spirits watch over us all.
I'll start managing Turian support right away, Shepard. You must be exhausted. Morden dying, it can't be easy.
I'll sleep when I'm dead.
We both know you need a clear head to win a war. There's no room for mistakes here. You should catch some shut-eye. I'll make sure Joker doesn't launch any suicide missions.
Anything happens, you let me know.
I knew it. Another one of the dream sequences.
Shepard. Excellent timing. Good to have you here.
That won't happen. Go get him, Commander. I'll see you all when you get back.
Shepard. Shepard.
Screw that. I can hold them off. Go back and get Alenko. You know it's the right choice, LT.
It's open.
Shepard, there's something you need to hear.
All right.
Is this a bad time?
Thinking of some friends who aren't around thanks to this war.
That's thanks to the Reapers, not you. Are you thinking about anyone in particular?
Ashley back on Vermeer. She gave her life stopping Sovereign. I wonder what she'd make of fighting a whole fleet of Reapers.
If I had to guess, Ashley would call it target practice.
Yeah. Sounds like her. Didn't you have something for me?
The Solarian Counselor has an urgent matter.
Let me guess. He called the comm room.
The Council must be taking the Crucible seriously. I'll see you downstairs.
Commander, there is something we should discuss, if you are finished rewriting history.
I made my decision, Counselor. There's not much anyone can do about it now.
Yes. We're going to have billions more Krogan in the galaxy. It's a good thing you saved my life once, Shepard. Otherwise, well... I have concerns about humanity's representative, Councillor Udina. My agents have discovered that he's using his authority to move vast sums of money. For what purpose? We're not sure.
If Udina's dirty, it's best we get to the bottom of it fast.
Agreed. Come to the Citadel. We will review the evidence and discuss this in private. Valorn out.
Commander, Admiral Hackett's available on VidCom.
Of course he is.
Commander Shepard, something you need to talk about?
No. Nope, we've already had this conversation.
Nothing more, sir.
Keep me posted. Hackett out.
I can't figure out whether Admiral Hackett is supposed to look like Lance Henriksen or not. Alright, so we got the Krogan. Oh, by the way, Admiral Hackett said, I hope we don't need the Solarians. Don't worry, we won't, because I'm going to get us both the Geth and the Quarians. So you don't need to worry your pretty little head about anything, Admiral. Let's go hear what the two privates have to say about this important world historical event.
Bethany, you see the vids of the Maw taking down the Reaper? Man, I wish I could have been there.
I'm just glad the diplomats are off the ship. A Krogan and a Turian in the same room is a fight waiting to happen.
Their analysis is always useful.
All right, my turn.
Just laughing at your
What's the first
comment.
order an Alliance
Scott.
commander gives at the start of combat?
I give up.
Correct.
Alright, big guy. What do you call it when a Turian gets killed by a horrible spiky monster?
Friendly fire. Come on, that one goes back to Shang-Chi.
How you gotta respect the classics?
How many humans does it take to activate a dormant mass relay?
602. 600 to vote on it, one to ask the Asari for technical help, and one to request a seat on the council afterward. How do you know when a Turian's out of ammo?
He switches to the stick up his ass as a backup weapon. Why does the Alliance hire pilots with brittle bone disease?
You're shitting me. The Turian military has one about me?
Oh, absolutely. I heard it myself from a private back on Palaven.
Alright, why does the Alliance hire pilots with brittle bone disease?
So their Marines can beat someone in hand-to-hand drills.
Damn, you need to tell James that one. Hey, what's the hardest part about treating a Turian who took a rocket to one side of his face?
Figuring out which side took the rocket.
Never thought I'd see the Krogan and the Turians team up. Even the Reapers have to be a little nervous about pissing them off.
I'd say more than a little.
I'm sorry about Morden.
He was a good man.
Yeah, he was always running those tests. And one time he tagged me in the middle of the night to ask how many livers humans had. And this bump on my elbow? He said it was just a mild bone deformation, but I'm pretty sure he stuck a probe in there.
Glad it was just your elbow.
I always thought he was crazy. Useful, but crazy. Then he gives up his own life.
To save the Krogan. Doesn't do much to disprove the crazy theory, huh?
I guess not. But he was one of ours.
So now that we got the Krogan and the Turians, what now?
The Krogan help us turn the tide on Palaven. They can shoot at something useful for a change.
Dig till we hit daylight, huh? Works for me.
So how does it feel knowing Krogan will be singing songs about you until the end of time? I think it would be an honor.
There's enough misery in this universe. It's nice to see something go right for a change.
Can't say I've ever really witnessed history in the making like this. Well, except for Sovereign attacking the Citadel, and then there was the Collector base, but this one felt good. And let's hope Rex keeps running the show on Tuchanka. Maybe we should hire a food taster for him. Imagine the carnage if someone like that brother of his, Reeve, took over.
It could happen.
I know, it's a chance we have to take, but I have to say, if it wasn't my own world that needed the help, I might have taken that Solarian deal.
I'd be lying if I said I didn't consider it.
Anyone would have second thoughts about the Krogan. They just better remember you didn't act on it and return the favor.
Alright, well now that we've cured the genophage, we have to take another tour of the ship
Commander,
to see what everybody
Admiral
thinks about
Hackett
it.
has requested your help with a Cerberus fighter base on Novaria.
Of course he has. Because apparently, I'm the only goddamn unit commander in the Alliance that can put out these little brush fires. And yes, I do know that Lance Henriksen is the voice of Admiral Hackett. It kinda looks like him whenever you see the character model, but kinda doesn't, so I don't know whether it's just bad modeling or whether it coincidentally looks a little like Lance Henriksen.
Ma'am.
Okay, well obviously Steve doesn't have an opinion.
Parts of Tachanka reminded me of the desert back home. The lizards and worms are bigger, but, you know, the sand and everything.
You know, while I don't like his character much, I do have to admit that Freddie Prinze Jr. really does a great job at voicing that character.
Commander.
You settling in, Javik?
I believe some of the crew wishes to be my friend. That is not my purpose here. Also, I find I need to wash my hands. The residue of the ship is strong.
How so?
I have been exploring. There are traces of those who lived on the Normandy before. I detected a human female. Her genetic structure was unnatural, as if artificially created.
Sounds like Miranda.
And a drill. There was illness in him.
Thane.
And the Krogan we met, who lived in these quarters. He was undergoing a metamorphosis. His memories were confused, not organic to his mind. There was great confusion and turmoil.
I still can't wrap my head around that. Reading information like you do.
For my people, it was as natural as breathing.
Evolution's an amazing force.
Our scientists believed it was the only force in the galaxy that mattered. They called it the cosmic imperative. The strong flourished, the weak perished. The governments of your cycle seem concerned with ensuring the survival of all.
Was this imperative just your scientists' opinion, or did they prove something we don't know?
The universe had already proven it. They only had to look around.
And saw what, exactly?
Extinction is the rule of law in the cosmos, the natural order of things. The weakest species are doomed.
It's the duty of the strong to protect the weak. Otherwise we'd have anarchy.
But those who had nothing to offer would be eliminated.
So conflict should be a way of life.
Evolution demands it. The strong grow stronger by dominating the weak. It is for the greater good of all. Though I do not think your Asari approves of my beliefs.
Liara? I think she just had a different idea about what Protheans were like.
We are all a product of our time. Had I been born in this cycle, perhaps I would be the noble scholar she wishes me to be.
You think you'd like that? It's a whole different line of work.
I wouldn't know. Living a life of constant war. Taking life in every battle.
I see how it could be tough to see outside the box.
It is the only box I have known. It shapes me. As stone is shaped by the one who carves it, this stone has no choice in the form it will take. You and I, Commander. War is our sculptor, and we are prisoners to its design.
Maybe not much longer. We win this and we'll both be set free.
Thank you, Commander. I have seen the death of a Reaper. It has been a long time.
Let's hope it's the first of many.
Yes, a difficult fight remains. I would have accepted the Solarian deal and not told it, Krogan. Morality and friendship do not matter now. Your allies are simply resources to use against the Reapers. If the Krogan seek retribution for the past, do not waste time on sterility plagues. Destroy them where they stand. In the meantime, they are useful cannon fodder against the Reapers. Do not care what others think. Do what you must. Do not care what others think. Do what you must.
Well, Javik, he's a pretty severe fella. Well, let's see, who do we have to talk to on this deck? I keep thinking I need to go talk to Kasumi or Samara, but wrong game.
I'm glad to see we have Garrus back. I wanted to help with his scars, but I think he actually likes them.
Where's Garrus? Edie is down here. I wonder if she has something to say.
What are you up to now?
I'm uploading data on the destroyed Reaper to the Turians. They are investigating possible Reaper structural weakness. Our data says Reaper capital ships such as Sovereign are of unique design. However, smaller Reaper destroyers bear similarities.
That one was small?
Relatively, yes. Ground attack ships are only 160 meters in height. Sovereign was approximately 2 kilometers.
We'll keep talking to the Turians. If there's a chink in the Reaper's armor, we all need to know it.
If there's a what in the Reaper's armor? That seems like a problematic phrase.
Any sign of life?
The Reaper destroyed by the Thresher Maw appears to be completely inert, Doctor. We would need to send in teams to be sure.
Out of the question. Tell the Krogan to stay away.
Working on anything?
I'm helping decode some of the Crucible's designs, or trying to. Theoretical particle physics based on specialized base 12 mathematics aren't exactly my specialty. And Javik is his usual forthcoming self. I'd trade my last 100 years to resurrect even one Prothean scientist to help us.
I'm not sure what I'm supposed to glean from mass relay traffic reports, but there we go. Okay, fine. So now, my engineering chief wants something. Would have been nice if he'd have been down there when I was down there.
Edie doesn't pilot the Normandy, she is the Normandy.
No, she's a passenger in the Normandy, just like us. The
The ship was a spacefaring vessel before Edie even existed.
Edie can direct the Normandy with her thoughts. She sees, hears, and feels through the ship's sensor arrays. The Normandy is her body.
I've seen Edie's body, and its curves are a fine sight better than the Normandy's hull.
So what do you think, Edie?
Are we more than our thoughts?
I'm done. Any more of this and my head's gonna explode.
Commander, remember the problem I mentioned? About a core overload possibly venting into the engineering compartment? Daniels, Donnelly, Edie, and I have been brainstorming and comparing notes.
You see, the venting occurs when IES sinks are in a back cycle, at the same moment the main core is at peak draw, such as from sustained kinetic.
What Kenneth means to say is that we're pretty sure we can make the system safer.
We just need a GX-12 thermal pipe. Unfortunately, we're cut off from Alliance supply chains. Could you keep an eye out for one the next time you're on the Citadel, Commander? I've got the specs right here.
Are these modifications really necessary?
It's a safety issue, not exactly critical. Under extreme conditions, like heavy bombardment to the kinetic barriers while traveling at peak flight speeds, plasma can vent into this compartment.
It would vaporize anyone standing in this room.
That sounds more serious than just a safety issue.
Well, under those conditions, odds are you're about to lose the entire ship anyway.
But we want every advantage we can get, right?
I'll look for one the next time we go to the Citadel.
Thanks, Commander.
Yeah, it sounds like we need to lay some pipe. Some GX-12 thermal pipe. I got messages here. Okay. Well, Liara wants to meet me in my quarters. Okay. Oh my God! I know who I have forgotten to talk to. Is that stupid reporter that I let on board. Okay, yeah. Thanks for your opinion, Dalatras. Okay. Let's go see what Liara wants. By the way, Scott, if you're up for some Call of Duty, I'm just about done with this episode. So, if you want to play a little, we can play. Well, let's say hi to my space hamster. Did he just go beep? Alright, well then, let's do Liara's little thing here and finish that up because we have to go do a couple of other things and we're done with the Tuchanka mission, so we're going to end this episode right after we talk to Liara.
Liara, you had something you wanted to discuss in my cabin?
Yes, I'll be right up.
There's only one thing I want to discuss with Liara in my cabin.
Come on in.
Thank you. Could we sit? I've been thinking about the knowledge we gathered on the Reapers, and how easily it could be lost again. So, I put a plan in motion to preserve things for the future.
What's this?
A record of the galaxy. Information on the Reapers, relays, different cultures, and blueprints of the Crucible. But there's one entry I wanted your opinion on.
Which one?
Your own. I'd be honored to have your input. How would you like history to remember you?
50,000 years is a long time for a computer to sit around.
Please, I was an archaeologist. I know what I'm doing. I'm encasing these records in time capsules and seeding copies on multiple planets. And while it's not foolproof, the VI I'm installing has every translation and linguistics program I could find.
So it's an information guide like Vigil on Ilos?
Yes. I've been preparing it for some time.
And it will be a privilege to guide the future discoverers of these records. Have you decided what you would like Dr. Tassoni to write in your entry, Commander?
You know me well enough to fill in the blanks, Liara.
Are you sure?
Yeah. I'd like it to be your call.
All right. Let's begin with the fact that Earth's most famous officer was born and raised in space. Shepard could handle any weapon in the galaxy. The Alliance never saw a deadlier soldier. She was a soldier and a leader, one who made peace where she could. And it was a privilege to know her.
Careful this doesn't sound like a diary.
I can't help myself. You're a good friend, Shepard.
You've been there for me too, Liara.
No, I haven't. I wish I could have joined you back on Ilium.
You made up for it.
Well, I suppose I did just write your name in the stars.
Okay, so let's head down to the galaxy map and we'll do a save and we will end this episode of Mass Effect. If we go to the right deck, which is not this one. We want to go there. So, thanks for watching. And seems like Scott and I are going to get right back on with some Call of Duty Mobile, so even though this stream is ending, another stream will be starting up in just a few minutes, I guess. Oh, I don't actually want to do this. Not yet. I want to do this right now. And say so long for this episode.